Join me as I challenge myself to live by a new Bible verse every week this year and see how it blesses my life. As we step into a brand new year, many of us are eager to leave behind the struggles and hardships of the past. We want to start fresh, to start anew, and to leave a lasting impact on the world around us. And I truly believe that the key to doing just that lies in the wisdom of God's Word. Biblical verses have the power to inspire hope, to bring blessings, and to transform our lives in ways we never thought possible. I think we can all agree that the beginning of a new year can be overwhelming. We set lofty goals for ourselves, only to fall short just a few weeks in. We feel the weight of past failures and disappointments, wondering if we'll ever be able to break free from the cycle of guilt and shame. We struggle to find the motivation to keep going, to keep pushing forward, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. And before we know it, those New Year's resolutions we were so excited about just a few days ago start to feel like a distant memory. But it's in those moments of struggle and doubt that we need to remind ourselves of the promise of God's Word. That He is with us, that He is for us, and that He desires to bless us abundantly. It's in those moments that we need to go back to the basics, to revisit the verses that have encouraged and inspired us in the past. For me, one of those verses is Jeremiah 29 verse 11. Which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This verse has been a game changer for me, a constant reminder that God's plans for my life are far greater than anything I could ever imagine. It's a verse that brings me comfort, that brings me peace, and that gives me the courage to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead is uncertain. Another verse that I find incredibly inspiring is Philippians 4 verse 13, which says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." This verse is a powerful reminder that I am not alone, that I am not limited by my own strength or abilities. It's a verse that gives me the confidence to take on challenges that I might otherwise shy away from, and to trust that God will be with me every step of the way. As we start this new year, I want to leave you with a verses that has the power to transform your life in ways you never thought possible. It's a verse that has been a turning point for me, a verse that has changed the way I think, the way I act, and the way I respond to the challenges that come my way. And that verse is Romans 8 verse 28, which says, "And we know that for those who love God all things work together for good, for those who are called according to His purpose." This verse is a powerful reminder that God is in control, that He is working everything out for our good, and that He desires to use even the darkest of circumstances to bring about something beautiful and redemptive. In this new year, I want to encourage you to hold on to these verses, to meditate on them, and to let them guide you as you navigate the ups and downs of life. Let them be a source of comfort, of peace, and of strength for you, and let them inspire you to start fresh, to start anew, and to leave a lasting impact on the world around you. In conclusion, I want to leave you with a recap of the Bible verses we've discussed today. From Jeremiah 29 verse 11 to Philippians 4 verse 13, and from Romans 8 verse 28, these verses have the power to transform your life in ways you never thought possible. So I encourage you to write them down, to memorize them, and to let them guide you as you start this new year. And before I go, I want to invite you to share with me your favorite Bible verses in the comments below. What are the verses that have inspired you, that have encouraged you, and that have transformed your life? I'd love to hear from you, and I look forward to reading your comments. And don't forget to tune in next week when I'll be sharing more on how to maintain spiritual growth throughout the year. Thanks for watching.